Reading data is only half the job. From our MCP server, we also want to be able to make changes to incidents, so let's make a post resource on our REST API as well. Once again, we'll name it, set its HTTP method to post this time, give it a path parameter of number, paste another GlideRecord script, set a default ACL, and click Submit to save it. Post resources take a post body in addition to URL parameters, and we need a way to tell the MCP server what inputs are expected in the post body. What properties does the post body support? What value types are supported? What do those properties mean to the generative AI trying to populate the values? Which ones are required? You get the point. For this, we need to use an OpenAPI schema to define the shape of the post body that the endpoint expects. From the REST API, click on the schema's related list, click New, give the schema a name. In this case, I'll use Update Incident Schema. Then I will paste in a JSON blob with the OpenAPI schema and click Submit to save. Now, I'm not going to go into the specific structure of that OpenAPI schema in this particular video, and really, if I'm being honest, I just had Claude generated anyway, so, your mileage may vary. Next, we need to link that schema to our post resource. So let's open the post resource, click the Request Schemas related list, click New, set the schema field to the schema that we just created, and click Submit to save. Now our REST API can both read and write incident data with a schema that keeps the AI honest about what it's allowed to send. With the API done, next we need to set up the authentication piece, the OAuth application registry. That makes it so that Claude can actually log in and talk to any of this.